All men are who though? So all men are, it's even in the scriptures tell you all men are what though? Give me that in Acts. Listen.
You got that.
Oh, you got it.
It's Acts 2 and
Yeah, it should be
2
fine.
and 21. Say, and it shall come to pass that whosoever
So it shall come to pass, whosoever, what you just said, all men, whosoever, go ahead,
shall call on the name of the Lord
shall call on the name of the Lord, go
shall
ahead,
be saved.
shall be saved. Yeah.
Ye men of Israel.
Ye men of Israel,
Okay.
hear these words.
Okay.
So that's that men. That's all men of Israel. Why? Because all the men of Israel was what? Scattered. Get that in Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah.
Okay, I got a couple passages I'd love for you to.
Hey, we'll break it down.
contextualize for me.
Hey, we'll break it down. Let me get this, and then we're gonna break it down.
Okay,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
In verse 5 of that same chapter too.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, get verse 5 in that too. 2 and 5. Because that's gonna show where all these different Israelites were coming from.
You want me to get 2 and 5 or 5 and
Yeah,
3?
2 and 5, 2 and 5. Because it tells you about all the different nations they came from.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you start from the top and go all the way
Yeah,
to
go all
5.
the way down.
It's Acts 2, verse 5.
Give me Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah chapter
32 or something like that.
15. It's either 15 or 12. Hold on, let me make sure.
That is Acts 2, verse 5. It say, and there were dwelling in Jerusalem Jews.
Okay, so we're talking about Jews here. Okay, we're talking about children of Israel. Go ahead.
The devout,
Yeah,
go ahead.
devout man out of every nation
See?
under heaven.
Out of every nation under heaven. Stop. Because why was they out of every nation under heaven? Let's go to Jeremiah. Let me see. Jeremiah 12. I mean, no, 9.
9 and what?
Yeah, 9 and 13.
It's Jeremiah 9 and 13.
So this is why they was coming out of every nation under heaven. Go.
And the Lord said, because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walked therein.
So because the Jews have forsaken the Lord and didn't walk in the commandments and statutes, which goes all the way back to Deuteronomy, because he said if we didn't do these things, he was going to do something to us. But it's going to go into Jeremiah's going to tell you what he did to us. Go ahead.
But have walked after the imagination of their own heart, and after Balaam,
Right?
which their fathers taught
walking
them.
after their own mind, after their own heart. Like you said, what I believe, that's what our people was doing. They was doing what they believe, but they weren't doing thus says the Bible. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will feed them, even this people, with wormwood, and give them water of gall to drink. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known.
Exactly. That's what happened to us. We got scattered among all the heathen, which them or their fathers have known. So we went into all these different lands, got scattered. Through what? Through the different captivities we went into. That's what you read about in the Old Testament. All these different captivities we went into because we didn't follow our God. That's exactly why we're over here in America today. That's why we came on that slave ship. That's what you read about in Deuteronomy.
Can I ask, what do they did to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know they weren't following the laws, but you know what I'm saying?
That's what happened. They wasn't following the laws, and basically what
Ten
you see
Commandments.
today is exactly what they was doing back then. Just like our people today, they don't follow the laws. They don't believe. Half of our people don't believe in the scriptures. They off into Islam. They off into Scientology, Christianity. You know what I'm saying? They're worshiping all these different other religions and gods, and just doing their own thing. So when we come out here and tell them what they should be doing, what our people do? They just walk by, don't listen, or they'll talk shit. They never read the scriptures a day in their life, and they just go on about their day, and that's what happened. So the same shit that happened, it's happening today, same thing that happened back then. Don't
And this is pretty much, I was about to bring it out, it's a prime example of how the Most High punished his people by breaking the laws, by heathen, all right? It's Psalms 106,
Let's get that in
verse 34. It say, they did not destroy nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
Good.
And they served their idols which were a snare unto them. Yea, yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood.
So that's what our people still do to this day, man. Because America's founded on what? Babylonian, Egyptian customs, man. Same thing as that's Canaan. The land of Canaan, that's all that Africanism. That's what our people are caught up in. Africanism, they think they Africanism, Egyptologists, all that. That's basically when you have a kid and you bring your kid up in that so-called religion or those religions, you're sacrificing your kids because you're not teaching them who they really are. So you're sacrificing them to other guys, man. So that's why we come out here to tell our people who they really are, so they can get back in line with God. So they don't be sacrificing their kids to these other guys, man. Having them boiled out thinking they something that they're not. Go on.
Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went whoring with their own inventions.
Exactly.
Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, insomuch that he aborted, which means hate, his own inheritance. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them.
Exactly. And that's how we got into slavery. Gave us into the hands of the heathens, and they ruled over us, and they ruling over us to the day. Now go back to Acts.
What script was that? What script was that?
106 and 34.
Ah, that's it.
Now we back in Acts, so now we done found out that the true Israelites, they didn't follow God, so they got placed into the heathens, and the heathens ruling over them. Now let's check out all the lands where these people coming from. Go ahead.
All right, bring it from at 6, 2 and 6.
Yeah.
All right, it say, now, when this was noised abroad,
Start off at the top. Go back to 2 and 5.
2 and 5, it say, and there were dwelling in Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven.
Right? Which goes back to us getting scattered among the heathen, throughout all the nations, different nations. Go ahead.
Now, when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak his own language.
Exactly.
In his own
So
language.
you got all these different Jews coming back to Israel from all these different nations that they were brought up in because they were scattered there, and they finally realized, oh, we Israelites, so we're gonna go back to Israel right quick. They all went back to Israel, and while they was all together, they heard each people talking in different languages. They're like, dang, all these people, man, this man over here talking in. All right, just say you was from some land in
Germany,
Africa.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got scattered in Spain. I got scattered in America. He got scattered in Brazil. We all come together. We talking in different languages. That's what they was looking at. It's like, dang, these Israelites, but why they all talking in different languages? Go ahead.
Say, and they were all amazed and marveled, saying to one another, behold, are not all these which speak Galileans?
Exactly. Are not all these that speak Galileans? Are not all these that speak Israelites? Why are they speaking these different languages? Go ahead.
And how hear we every man in our own tongue wherein we were born?
Exactly. How we hearing each man speaking their own tongue in which the lands that they were born in? If we all Israelites, that's what they're saying. Go ahead.
Parthians and Medes.
Now, listen to the countries that they're coming from. Parthians and Medes, go ahead.
And
Elamites, so they coming from the land of Russia, coming from the land of India. Keep going.
And the dwellers in Mesopotamia,
Mesopotamia.
Go ahead.
and Judea, and
Jerusalem. Go ahead.
and Cappadocia, and Pontus, and Asia.
So from these people coming from Europe, India, Asia, all the Africa, all these different lands coming back to Israel because they find out that they were Israelites.
Yeah.
So that's what happened right
And
now. So that's what happened, man. That's who he talking about in Ephesus. Those Israelites that were scattered in Ephesus. So that's who the books were written to. That's just like the books of Rome, the book of Romans. It was written to the Israelites that were scattered in Rome.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Could you read some in Romans? Something?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Go ahead.
See, man. Did you say something?
Say you're gonna keep trying.
I'm just a humble learner.
Go ahead.
I'm just letting this is pretty
Hey,
obvious.
if this is truth, man, why would you not want to share the truth with me?
Cause
Why am I
you ain't
coming to
gonna
be
get it. We done dealt with you a million times. Where your friend at?
Well, it's like this.
Is he still alive?
I know, right?
He's doing well. I know y'all said you was gonna cut his head off.
No, we didn't say we was gonna cut his well. Hey man,
Lord willing, we get that chance, but we didn't say we were gonna do it. But